What's good, y'all? Rich Sosa back in a building with another banger. Now, first things first, before we go ahead and get started today, I gotta go ahead and say thank God for another day and another opportunity. And as y'all can see, from the looks of the title and the screen, I got a very special rare build in store for y'all today. And this one is going to be called the two-way slashing combo guard. Now we're going to be making it out of the shooting guard position today. And it's really going to be reminding me of the GOAT Michael Jordan. Now as far as when it comes to our attributes, we'll be able to get a 99 plus put towards our driving dunk, pass accuracy, ball handle, perimeter defense, steal, and stamina. Now on top of that, we'll also be able to get all of the pro dribble moves and even all of the contact dunks. Now we're going to be able to get a total of 12 Hall of Fame badges. Some of my favorites are going to be Slithery, physical handles, and 94 feet. Another 20 gold, 12 silver, with 2 bronze. Now we'll be able to get a total of 46 badges in all. And when it comes to this build today, it really focuses on the post scoring and slashing. Now this is an elite on-ball defender build, and it's also great for the 1v1 court. Now you can also even use this build as the main ball handler for your team, and the physicals really allow this build to compete with any small or big. Now I'm going to go ahead and consider this to be one of the most beefy guard builds that you can possibly make. So look, before we get any further, if it's your first time coming through, be sure to hit that sub button if you know, smash that like button, turn on post notifications to be a part of the Rich family, and last but definitely not least, comment down TG for thank God King Jesus and where you're tuning in from, and I most definitely will be sure to get back to y'all with a response. So to get started, the first thing that we're going to do is put this build under the shooting guard position. As for the height, I'm going to go with 6'7" today, with a weight of 222 pounds. Now getting into the wingspan, I'm going to leave this at 7 feet exactly. And this is what we're going to be able to do moving forward. And the first area that I'm going to get into is going to be our physicals. So as for the speed, go ahead and put this up to an 81. Getting into the acceleration, I'm going to go with a 77 with a strength of an 85. Now once we get into the vertical, make sure you go with an 85. And then as for when it comes to the stamina, put this all the way up to a 99. Now if you want to go ahead and drop this 4 ticks, go ahead and do so. The reason being is because you will be able to get a +4 put towards these attributes because of the Gatorade facility workouts. So our speed is going to be an 85, acceleration 81, 89 strength, also the same exact thing for our vertical, with a 99 plus stamina. Now let me know what you think of these physicals down below. Is there anything that you would possibly change to make it even better? Now from here, let's go ahead and move into the finishing. So as for the close shot, I'm going to put this all the way up to a 59. Getting into our driving layup, make sure you go with a 79. And then as for when it comes to our driving dunk, I'm going to go ahead and put this to a 95. Now as for when it comes to our standing, I'll leave this at a 40. And as you can see, this is what we're going to be looking like for this area of the build. Now something that I really do enjoy that you can see just from the badges is going to be the gold posterizer badge, as well as the rest of the Hall of Fame. Now I'll be sure to get into these once we complete the build and max out the attributes. Getting into the actual shooting, I'm going to skip over all 3 of these attributes. Now the reason why I'm doing that is because I want to be sure to focus mainly on the finishing, playmaking, defense, and of course the physicals. So once we go ahead and get into the playmaking, go ahead and put this pass accuracy all the way up to a 91. As for when it comes to our ball handle, I'm going to go with an 87 with a speed of ball of an 80. Now look, these numbers, I'm telling y'all, take into consideration the fact that you will be able to equip gear that gives you a boost towards your attributes, buying your own boosts, playing well throughout each game, as well as activating your takeover. Now I'm pretty happy with the badges that we did unlock so far. Let me know what you think about this build down below. Now as we go ahead and get into the defensive end, make sure you go ahead and put the perimeter all the way up to a 94. As for that steal, I'm gonna go with a 91, and this right here is exactly what you should be looking like. Now we have a few remaining leftover attributes. Go ahead and put this into any area of your choosing. I'm going to go ahead and say if you want to make this build exactly how I'm bringing it today. Now I highly recommend that you follow along with each and every single step of today's build. You'll be able to get the most out of it, especially when it comes to the finishing. Now starting with the badges, the ones that I look at most are definitely going to be the ones for our driving dunk. We get gold posterizer, also precision dunker, and whistle. Now for the Hall of Fame, I do like Slithery with aerial wizard, Bunny with spin cycle and two-step. As for the driving layup, the badges that we get here are going to be Pro Touch and Scooper. You also will be able to get Gold Float Game, Acrobat on the silver tier with Giant Slayer, and my favorite badge out of all is definitely going to be Fearless Finisher. Now the same exact badges are going to apply for the close shot. As for when it comes down to the pass accuracy, we get Silver Bailout as well as being able to get Dimer on gold. Now from there you'll be able to get Hall of Fame Special Delivery, Gold Break Starter, and then for the ball handle, a few badges that I like are going to be handles for days. We do get Blow By with killer combos. Now we'll also be able to get Ankle Breaker with Hall of Fame physical handles. Now I also do like Triple Strike. For the speed with ball, a little bit more of the same. Now getting into the defensive end, you'll be able to equip Hall of Fame Workhorse, also gold clamps with fast feet, pick dodger, and then we do get 94 feet, ankle braces, challenger, off ball pass, and then also gold glove, interceptor, and right stick ripper. Now I think this is one of the most complete two-way slasher builds that you can possibly make, especially once you compare it to Michael Jordan. I think on all four of the areas that I did upgrade today, hits perfectly to replicate just him. Now look, if there's anything that you want to do to make this build a little different, for example lower the pass accuracy to possibly get some more out of your three-pointer or midi, even the free throw is going to make a huge difference. Now I think this is one of the best lockdown slashers that you can make this year. Let's go ahead and move forward to make sure that we made the build correctly. Now we should be able to get these three different comparisons. One of them of course being the GOAT Michael Jordan. And as y'all can see, together we have created none other than the rare two-way slashing combo guard in NBA 2K24 on next gen. Now I really do believe that this is one of the best rare builds that you can make, especially when it comes to the build name. Now add everything up that I previously mentioned when it comes to activating your takeover, bind boosts, and on top of that, the better you play throughout each game, you'll be able to get a minor boost from 2K. Now just something that I did want to throw out to y'all, but I really do appreciate the support. Let me know what y'all thought about this build down below. Is there anything that you would go ahead and do to make it better? And are you going to make it exactly how I brought it to y'all, or go about it to your own unique way? Now look, if it was your first time coming through, be sure to hit that sub button if you're new, smash that like button, turn on post notifications to be a part of the rich family, and last but definitely not least, comment down TG for Thank God King Jesus and where you're tuning in from, and I most definitely will be sure to get back to y'all with the response. And with all that being said though, I got one last thing to say. Rich out.